Morning guys, welcome back to the channel. We're back here in the shop. I want to show you another project we got going on here. This is a very exciting project. We're taking an fj40, a good clean Utah fj40, and we're putting 80 series axles under it in a 1FZ FE. You see here we've got the 69 model fj40. We've done a full frame off restoration on. Took it off the frame, blasted everything, refinished it all. We got the original axles actually under it in an overland MU suspension with IMS Dobson shocks. And then we decided, the customer decided that he wanted to do something a little more special to it. So you see here we've got in the process of putting a fj40 axle under the front. Once we get it all set up, it's going to get delta radius arms. But first we need to see how much caster correction that we need. We got the chassis mount all done on there. The Dobson panhard bar. Dobson panhard bar is going to work out perfect. Right now I've got the steering box sent off to Redhead Gear, so getting it all cleaned up and rebuilt. We got to get it mounted first, and then we can mount the panhard bar, so we get the angles all right and there's no bump steer. The rear, all this is going to get cut off. We've got the other side cut off, but the body will actually come back off the frame once we get everything all fabricated. But we can't do anything to the rear suspension until we get the engine in. We've got to have the transmission. We're waiting on the transmission and transfer case in order to be able to set the pinion angle correct with the rear end. If we get in a big hurry and get it stuck in right now, we could be off, and more than likely would be off and end up having to adjust the heim joints to where they're not in the optimum at rest position. This is the 1FZ that we're going to put in. It's a 94 model. We're going to rebuild it and actually put a intake off of a carbureted 1FZ out of South America and do a sniper Holley fuel injection on it. Show you what the interior looks like right now. So you see here, everything is painted very pristine. We've deleted everything on the dash. We've got Shillman seats for it. Got a TLC console. Gonna run the jumper seats, get them upholstered to match the Shillmans. It's just going to be one of the nicest, most usable 40s that you ever would want to have. We also have, you noticed here that the hump is gone over there. We've got a 37-gallon auxiliary fuel tank, or main tank, going in there. And then we've got also an auxiliary fuel tank going in at the back. So this thing's going to have all kinds of range for a 40. One thing I didn't mention is in spite of having this thing all painted, we're actually going to move the axle back. So it gives a little more wheelbase and gets rid of all that choppy ride of a 40. It really should make it where it's a lot more stable. We're not stretching the frame and then stretching the body. We're just going to take and we're going to cut the wheel well out. We're going to move the wheel well back, and then we'll build a piece here in the front to fill it in, and then of course weld it all back together and finish it back out as nice as it is right now. So once the drivetrain gets put in, then we can go and get the rear suspension all put in. Show what we're using for the rear. This is the chassis side mount for the upper and lower links, and then the rear end we've trussed it, and we've got all the mounts on that. But we'll be running 1.25" Heims, 1.25" shank. Here's one with the high misalignments, with the high misalignment bushings, so it'll move real nice and free, and be a super reliable suspension. Well, just as the Express Rally 80 there, I want to keep you updated more than I normally do. Normally get us way too busy, which we're still gonna be way too busy, but I'm gonna try to do a better job on the channel, keeping everybody updated. I'll keep you updated on this as we bring on steps. It's going to be better for the customer because the customer can see firsthand on what's going on with the projects. And I like that. I love communication with customers. And so they'll be able to see that. And then also you guys can also enjoy the build as we go on. We can also see another sneak there that I'll show you here in a few days. If you guys like what you see, remember to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.